Hi everyone, it's Monday and welcome to Devotions. We're into a new month, November, and may it be a wonderful month for you, the 11th month of the year. Can you believe it? Well, now, what's the most important thing that we can do with our lives? Interesting, a man once came up to Jesus and he said, Lord, what is the greatest commandment? What is the greatest commandment from God? What did he actually mean when he said that? Well, I believe that what he meant was, what is the most important thing that we need to do in our lives? And Jesus said, okay, the greatest commandment is, hear, O Israel, the Lord is one, and you shall love the Lord your God with all your heart, with all your soul, and with all your mind. And then the second is like it. You must love your neighbor as yourself. Well, that's a great commandment. But what does it mean? How do you love God? I love my wife. I love my children. I love my grandchildren. I love my friends. How do I love God? I can't see God. I can't touch God. Jesus said, you've got to love him with all your heart, soul, and mind. Well, when you get married and you've got to express your love to your wife, your commitment to your wife, to be, that is, or to your husband, they don't ask you, will you carry on feeling butterflies in your stomach and that lovely gooey feeling for the rest of your life? No, they don't say that. But they say, forsaking all others, will you commit yourself to each other? Will you put each other at number one? And for richer, for poorer, in sickness and in health, for better, for worse, until death us depart, I will love and cherish you. Now that has got a lot of feeling in it, but the rock hard reality of it is that it's a commitment. Tough call sometimes, wonderful call at other times. And when we love God, we are talking about a commitment to him. And Jesus says this is the greatest commandment, because here it's talking about your whole being. You've got to love him with your head. You've got to understand who God is and what he's done for you. You've got to read about him. You've got to learn from others what he is like and about the wonderful things that he's done. You've got to love him with your heart and with your soul. You've got to let it go from your head down into the inner being, where God will be your friend and where he will witness to your spirit that he is your Father, Jesus is your Savior. It is the spring of life. And we allow God to enter into there. And we love him from our hearts. And the third thing is we must love him with our hands, with our strength, so that we are obedient in the things that we do. So the way that we act, the way we speak, the way we treat other people, that is the way we show our love to God, our commitment to him and to his way. Now, I don't know about you, but that's impossible for me. How many times doesn't God slip down to number 2, number 3, number 4, number 5, and be lower in my life? Or I forget about him, or I argue with him, and then I don't want to think about him. I can't do that. There's only one person who's ever done that, and that is Jesus. And God's project in your life and in my life is to change my nature, exchange my fallen human nature for the nature of Jesus. It's no longer I who live, Christ lives in me. That is a lifelong project. And maybe beyond life, there is a continuation of that. And it is by allowing the life of Jesus within that we can love God with our heart, with our head, beg your pardon, with our heart, and with our hands, committed to living in his way, trusting in his presence and his life within us, so God can fulfill the greatest purpose of our lives, which is just that. May God bless you, and may we all, by his grace, grow in this wonderful challenge May God be with you in the first week of November. Bye for now.